Magnetic field due to a circular wire. So we'll take a general case when an arc is given and it's a circular arc. So we are going to find the field at the center of this arc. So at an angle theta, let's take a small angle d theta. This distance dl is r d theta. So we'll calculate the field here dB because of this dl, and then we are going to integrate from this point to this point. So for this point, for this small length dl, we know that dB is mu naught I by 4 pi into dl by r square. So dl is r d theta by r square because this distance is r. So dB is mu naught I by 4 pi r d theta by r square. So this becomes quite simply mu naught I by 4 pi r d theta. So for full circle, because of a full loop, the b at the center we need to find, and limits will put 0 to 2 pi for theta. We'll get mu naught I by 2r. And if it's a circular coil with n number of loops, then the current will become n times. So our formula will then be mu naught I n by 2r for n coils. Now for an arc where an angle phi is given, limits will be 0 to phi, and our answer will be mu naught I by 2r into phi by 2 pi. So you just remember this mu naught I by 2r, which is for the full circle, and for the part circle, it's just by unitary method, it's phi into phi by 2 pi. So this is magnetic field at center of the circle. Now let's see what the magnetic field will be at an axial point for the complete loop. So this is again the same a loop with radius r, and we are supposed to find the magnetic field at a point, let's say P, which is at a distance x from the center. So if this is r, this is x, this is root of r square plus x square. So again we'll take a small element dl here. We'll take it at the top so that you can easily see by right hand thumb rule that the direction of b will be like this, perpendicular to this t. So dB is mu naught I by 4 pi, again Bart-Swartz law, dl cross t by t cube. Now the angle between dl, so dl here is going inside the plane, and this t which is on the plane is 90 degree. This is mu naught I by 4 pi dl t sine 90 by t cube. Now t I can write as root r square plus x square, so we'll do that. So this is the value of dB. Now net field will only be in x direction by symmetry. So this dB is due to this dl. Now because of all the dl's, the direction of dB will always be at an angle alpha with the horizontal. And this component, this vertical component of this dB will get cancelled by the vertical component of this dl. So this is dB because of this. Let me just... Now because of this dl, where the current is coming out of the plane, dB will be like this. Same in magnitude, but direction will be like this. So the vertical components of both these dBs will get cancelled. So net field will only be in x direction. So net B I can write as dB sine alpha. Now I'll just write this here. So sine alpha is what? R upon root r square plus x square. That's what I've written here. And the limits of dl will be just from 0 to 2 pi r. So you solve this and you will get b is mu naught I r square by 2 of 2 times x square plus r square power 3 by 2. So you may remember this result, and if there are n loops here, again the field will be n times of this because the current will be n times. In general, you can remember that if you increase the current by any amount, magnetic field will be increased in the same proportion. If you double the current, field will be doubled everywhere. So this is again for the circular arc. At the center it is mu naught I by 2r, and at axial position it is this.